Here's where I am currently on the third Anka polystyrene drawing project after I did some work on it during the early to mid evening hours primarily. While doing that, I used the ultra fine end of this default blue dual tip marker and this ultra fine default yellow Sharpie marker to do some work here in order to complete the yellow streaks in her hair. I'm assuming it's different color hair and not jewelry or something at this point. That's what I think it is currently. On the other side, and ultimately finish them on the back side of this polystyrene drawing project. I stopped working on the third Anka polystyrene drawing project so that I could do a 30-minute HIIT workout. From roughly 7:15 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. During which I did pretty much all of the same things that I do. Whenever I do a 30-minute HIIT workout at my mom's place. I had a glass of tap water, in a glass with me. I both did it and cooled down. In the living room of my mom's place. I followed along the same YouTube video I always follow along to. And I had none of that glass of tap water during the first set. But then had at least a tiny sip during both 60-second breaks between sets. And during most of the 30-second breaks between exercises during the second and third sets, though this time around I had about a third of that glass during the 30-minute HIIT workout itself. And then I had the rest of it within about 2 minutes as I was cooling down. Again, I'm currently using the glass I used then to have a glass of tap water, to have a glass of low sodium V8 branded vegetable juice. Also, while cooling down from that 30-minute HIIT workout, shortly after I finished that glass of tap water, I had a Premier Protein branded vanilla protein shake. Since when I had my first meal today, around 2 p.m., I decided not to have a beverage with it. I had my first helping of a Happy Family party tray and an order of dumplings and crab rangoon as appetizers. From an order I placed. For delivery at a relatively nearby but not quite nearby Americanized Chinese restaurant. I placed the order around 1:15 p.m. and it came around 1:45 p.m. And it took about 15 minutes or so for my mom to prep what I had then. And also what she had, which was different from what I got. To celebrate my birthday. The main celebration was from 2 p.m. to 2:45 p.m. roughly. After I had that first helping of a Happy Family party tray, with dumplings and crab rangoon on the side. That whole time, my mom had been leaving an ice cream cake that looks just like a gridiron football on this dining room table where I was the whole time. From my perspective, both then and now, behind this, in a way, my mom cut that football ice cream cake into slices like this. Vertical slices that went the whole way across at different points at that ice cream cake. Each of the slices were of roughly the same thickness, but some slices were bigger than others, with those towards the middle of the football ice cream cake being bigger than those at the ends of it. I recall within about 10 minutes of placing the order, I moved downstairs to around here and sat at pretty much where I am currently at this dining room table. To wait to hear the doorbell that would let me know that the order had arrived. Though this time, I instead got a phone call, which the first time I ignored, since I'm used to getting a lot of robocalls. Then I got a call back within a minute or so. And that time I pretty much immediately answered it, as my mom suggested that it could be the delivery of the order. And it turned out she was right. The delivery driver was calling me to tell me that he had gotten to our address. The total had come to $67 and some cents. My mom had me give him four $20 bills and tell him to keep the change. I enjoyed waiting for that order of Americanized Chinese food to come. I recall I used to do that pretty often years ago, and today was my first time doing that. In at least several months. It felt nice to do something that reminded me of years ago. And I enjoyed spending some time with my mom at this dining room table today. Here's where I am currently on Oceania. Here's where I am currently on Elvenar. You can pause the video to read these.